So why would you hire a virtual assistant in the Philippines? Well, at Virtual Done Well, we talk about there being 3 winners when you do that, and I'm going to explain that coming right up. So what do I mean when I say there's 3 winners when you hire a virtual assistant in the Philippines, and particularly from Virtual Done Well? Well, the 3 groups that we tend to think about are, firstly, you, a potential client, or maybe you're a client of ours already. We really want to provide great services, cost-effective services to our clients around the world. The second group of people that's really important to us are our virtual assistants. And we're based in Davao City, if you didn't realise. Davao City, something like 22% of the population of Davao City are considered to have substandard accommodation and nutrition. So one of the things that's really important in that city is getting a good job, good future, good steady income. So that's the second group. The third group of people, which you may not quite appreciate yet, is those in need. So Virtual Done Well is set up basically as a social enterprise, and we have some programs in the local community. And one of those I'd like to talk about today, because recently somebody joined us who brought a program with them. So let's just jump onto a Zoom call because I'm talking to Maria. Hey Maria, how you going?
Hey, it's been a while.
So remind me, how long have you been at Virtual Done Well?
5 months.
5 months. It seems like 5 years. You've really slotted in well. Now, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about today, because as Maria, you'd appreciate some of the programs that we like to do in Davao are supporting orphanages, and we have a very active feeding the homeless program. We go out with food and hygiene packs and so on for homeless people. But there's another program that we're starting to support, and it's yours. So tell me all about what you do at the weekends and why you do it.
Yes, I'm very happy actually because I've been part of this community, which I was able to what do I call this one? Not just to limit myself, but actually to open this opportunity to more people. Well, why we're actually adopting this community, it's actually Dalagdag, Barangay Dalagdag, Kalinan, Davao City. And why this community? Because it's actually a far-flung area from the downtown area of Davao City. So basically, the basic social services are just so hard to be accessed by the people there. Education first, our program is actually more on educating the kids, basically reading and speaking English. But hopefully next, I don't know, in the future years, hopefully we can put up. We're planning to put up a school, but I don't know how it's gonna happen. But
okay, So sorry, just let me interrupt for a moment. So people watching this might be wondering, okay, at Dalagdag, why can't the kids go to school? Isn't there existing schooling? So why are you going there at weekends to help out school the kids?
So basically, this is a far-flung area, and the parents are actually not that well off. I mean, these are actually farmers. So given the option, to send the kids to school and then pay for, their tuition and the miscellaneous fees, and sending them to the farm and gaining more farm products. So I think that's it. Instead, parents would love to send their kids instead to school. They're sending their kids to the farms instead, to be able to help out with the family, and. Which is actually heartbreaking because, kids like around 4 years old, they don't even, ideally, these kids should know how to read and write. At least write their names. But, the kids there couldn't even, they don't even know how to hold a pen, a pencil. What we're aiming to do is, somehow give these kids, although it's informal, but being able to help the kids know how to read and write at least. Because I believe when you know how to read and write, I mean, it really marks a difference, you know, when kids know how to read.
Okay.
And they will, I mean, you'll save them somehow from people who would take advantage of them, you know.
Yeah.
And what else? Aside from that, we are aiming to reach out to the parents as well, because I believe, I mean, when the kids' education has something to do with the parent support. I mean, a whole lot of it, I mean, it should come from the parents. So we're also trying to tell the parents, and we're doing some activities to be, you know, to help them open their minds that even though how hard it is, it's very important to send the kids to school. So yeah,
That must be a tough call for the parents, because the parents want the kids to work on the farm to help get income for the family, and I suppose it's difficult for them to understand that if you let your kids go to school, in the long term the family will be better off.
Yes, that's why. Yeah, it is. I agree with that, Rob. That's why I'm also thinking of. I've actually spoken last year, before the year has ended, 2019. I've actually spoken to this guy who has actually, well, he used to be working in the government agency, and he is involved in, how do I say this, training women and young people, out of school youth, and doing something that can give them profit. So yeah, projects like that. So I was actually, up until now, I'm negotiating with him when to start a training. So, you know, women or even these young teens in their spare time would be able to rechannel their efforts to something that will be fruitful and that will bring something to them in return.
So this would be skills to help them earn a different way to earn income.
Yeah, additional income.
You've just made me think about something. Microloans. Have you come across that term?
The what?
Microloans.
Microloans. Yeah, actually, Charles.
We need to talk about that. That's a really good way to get people started on their own little business or something like that. So that's awesome. So just a quick question for people watching this. So the area Dalagdag that has a primary school there, so or an elementary school. Are you working with that school, or are you literally in the village where there's no school teaching the kids there?
I've actually partnered with the school. So the principal has actually, he's very open and very thankful, because every time that we have activities, he's very open to, you know, to let us use the school premises, I mean, the school facilities. So yeah, he's with this cause as well, because that's what he found out too. I mean, he feels sorry for these kids not to be able to, you know, go to school because of these situations.
So that's great. He's letting you use the school at the weekends.
But there are times that, you know, there are times that we just simply not use the school premises, because there are kids who are living far from the school.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're going, instead of, you know, asking them to go to the school, I mean, some of my friends will go there instead to the place. So
okay, that's cool. So before we even spoke about this, how were you funding this? You're going out at the weekends, taking, you know, learning materials. You're taking lunch for the kids. How were you funding it? Come on, own up. How were you funding it?
From our very own pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we were working. I mean, I would really love to stay there, you know, like for the whole week, but full time. I mean, but it's just so hard, because I'm not asking anyone, you know, any financial help at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was so very thankful that before this year has ended, there was this angel who came up and then helped us. So if you're wondering, that angel was Virtual Done Well, and so what we're doing now is we're helping to accelerate and grow and fund Maria's program with the kids up at Dalagdag, which is great.
And we need to talk again now about what the next step is, what we can do there. And it's not just Maria. There's other staff in the office who have jumped on and are helping you. It's your initiative, though. And I want to, well, to use an English expression, I take my hat off to you. I was amazed when you told me about this program and the fact that you were funding it yourself and you going out at weekends and helping these kids. And it's just something that, I said, great, how can we help? Because we need to be helping with programs like this. So what if you were able to get some more funding for this program, what would you do next?
Next, that would be putting up a daycare center.
A daycare center. So why is that important?
What?
Why is that important?
Because, a daycare center that, how do I say this? That would really see to it that the kids would be there. Because although they have a daycare center in which won't, how do I say that? Probably, I don't know if it's possible, I don't know if it's possible for it to be free, then yeah.
So this will be in the same area, Dalagdag?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. And a livelihood project for the parents, for the women especially.
Yeah. Alternative sources of income. Yeah. We've worked with some programs like that in places like Cambodia, and it's amazing the difference you can make, just with a little bit of funding capital to get them started, bit of education, training, and so on. So now, look, thank you for sharing that, Maria. I think it's an amazing program. I want to thank you for all of the work that you've done for the kids up at Dalagdag, and for all of the work that you're going to be doing there. Now, I just had a thought while you were talking about that and talking about, I'd love to see you expand that program. I think what we should do is put a link under this video and let's talk about how other people could contribute to your program. And so that's why I was asking a bit more about it on an email the other day. So I think what we'll do is let's see if, there may be other people watching this video who think we'd love to help out Maria's program there with the kids, and what we'll do is we'll work out whether it's on Facebook or something. We'll put a little link below where people can contribute as well, and maybe we can on our website keep people updated about the stuff that we're doing. So let's do that. So thank you again for sharing that story, because people watching the video probably don't realise in some parts of the world that life can be pretty tough, and just a little bit of funding can go a long way. And to be honest, that's why we have a very active CSR program at Virtual Done Well, because whatever we can sort of make in the business, we want to plough back and help the local communities. So thank you for that. And we'll work out, there's a Facebook funding page that's gone nuts here in Australia with the bushfire thing. So maybe we'll put something up on Facebook that people can have a look at, and if they throw a couple of dollars in, that'll help your program, and we'll report on it. So thank you very much, Maria. That comes to the end of that one. So what was all that about? Well, a couple of reasons for sharing that. I guess just to show that hiring virtual assistants in the Philippines has a much greater impact and significance than the thing that sits in front of your face, just giving someone a job. Many virtual assistants in the Philippines are supporting an extended family, and there's some really cool people in our office like Maria. She's not the only one, who are undertaking their own little programs in the local community. So that's really a very important part of Virtual Done Well. It's looking after our staff, providing great service for our clients, but the ultimate impact that we can create in the local community is really important too. So thank you for watching. If you're new to our channel, just have a look down below and you'll see a subscribe button. If you hit the subscribe, you'll get notified every time we have a new video coming out, and they come out every Wednesday. And maybe one of those future videos we'll catch up with Maria again and hear what's happening up at Dalagdag School and all of the great work that you're doing. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week on Virtual Done Well.